Hello and welcome to the Inner Gamer Next, where we play a video game and figure out if it should or shouldn't be next up on your video game playlist.
And today, we dive into Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. Some game, a game, one game, and it is
World of Warcraft?
Yeah, World of Warcraft. No, we don't play World of Warcraft anymore, and we'll get into that later. But I was playing Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. Surprise, surprise. And week 2 is about to start here, actually today. So some things are coming out. I'll get to that later. But yeah, I'm actually surprised how the content drops are keeping me entertained, because within the first 4 days of it coming out, like I felt like there's not too much to really do, and it was getting repetitive because they have daily bounties, and then they have weekly bounties, and it's like in the past that's kind of all they had, and you complete those and you get points and get a few extra things along the way. And I think they had it where currently if you complete a certain amount of bounties in a week from one of the vendors, it gives you a high level item. And so I think they had that back then. So you do that now. And I was like, all right, well, this is okay. And they make you go in the Nightfall stuff. They make you do strikes. You can go in the Crucible. You can turn on all these bounties and play some matches and get some cool things. I was like, well, if this is all they have to offer, I'm gonna get really bored really fast. And I started doing that. But on the 5th, when they released the raid, which I haven't been able to play, they also released the Vex Offensive, and I've been doing a lot of that. And that's only been out for a week, going on. Yeah, it's only been out for over a week. So I actually jumped into that, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a horde mode, and you go into this like different areas, and you have to complete objectives and kill enemies to progress to the next. And every time you complete an objective, you get a loot chest that release some Ingrams. And I was like, hey, this is actually really cool. Like, you go in, there's new bounties for it. So you go to Ikor, you talk to her, she gives you bounties, and then you go into this area and you can do it like 3 or 4 times, and you get not exotic. You get like a tier 2 Ingram, and it's like, okay, I can dig this. And they released the Nightmare Hunts and the Legend Nightmare Hunts, which I've not got into yet. Actually, no, that's today. The Legend Nightmare Hunts come out today, and the Iron Banner comes out today. So I've been just grinding away on all 3 of my characters, which are already, I think they're all at this point 920. And
damn,
yeah, you don't have to do a lot. Like, I've just been jumping in for a few hours a day. Well, okay, I take that back. It's been quite a bit of hours a day. But, but I mean, if you plan it out right, you can get at least a character or 2 to get to pretty high level throughout the week. If you have a 9 to 5 and you have the weekends off. So, like I said in the last podcast, I mean, this is actually pretty great, and I'm really excited to jump into the Iron Banner now, because there's a whole other bunch of other loot to get from that, So like, they're stacking on stuff over time. And I listened to a few people talk about the launch week of Shadowkeep, and how there wasn't a lot there. It seems kind of barren, and I do agree with them. And is it worth $35 at the time? I think you can justify that, but other people are saying it's not justified. Like, they just can't recommend Shadowkeep right now. But I mean, the way these things are building up over time, and you have the season pass, and that's completed by doing certain events in Destiny 2, along with doing your daily grind of bounties, like, you rank up pretty quick. So it's kind of sucks that some people I know are going to wait until the season gets a little deeper in to have more content to play. But right now, man, I've been having fun. I've been grinding out my season pass. I mean, I'm up. I think I'm level 20 now. Actually, I think I'm almost level 25 in my season pass.
Wow.
I've just been doing the dailies, man. Going through, having a good time, getting new gear. I'm pretty focused on like what I need to get done, and I actually highly recommend Shadowkeep if you haven't got into it. But I will say it's very hard to let. There is a lot if you haven't done the other stuff already, because I have a lot of things from past DLCs that I need to complete, but I've just been focusing on getting my light level at least to 920. And now I just got to find people to do the raid with me, which apparently could take up to 6 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's like, do I want to do that? But there's cool gear in there and I need to do it, you know? So what was your question?
Well, one, you have to find people that are willing to do it. Two, you have to find people that are willing to spend 6 hours to do it together. Three, you have to find people that are willing to beat it with you, who are good enough to beat it with you. So basically, you're screwed.
Basically, I'm screwed. But the cool thing is, and with the caveat, is I jumped into Shadowkeep on my PlayStation 4. So I downloaded that. It's free to play. I downloaded it pretty quickly. And then it was like, you have to wait X amount of hours to get an 80 gig update or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? So I let that go overnight, came back to it. I jumped into it. And for a second, I thought I could play Shadowkeep on PlayStation 4, but I couldn't. And I was like, damn, that would have been so cool if you buy it once and you could play it literally cross-platform.
No, it's just cross-save, Austin.
I know.
It's just cross-save.
I know. I was so excited because I was like, now I can really jump into it with other people. God forbid I had to buy it again. But, I mean, it's cool. All my characters are there with my light levels and gear and everything. So if I wanted to, I can go play other stuff if I need to chill in the living room.
I feel like that would be a good move for them, though, is to treat it as that, where it is like you're not buying the game for a platform, you're buying the service. So you pay the $35 for Shadowkeep, and it can be played anywhere. It's not like you're going to be and then make it to where you can only have one copy active at once. So like if you're on PlayStation playing that, because you already have cross save there. So if you're on PlayStation playing, you can play Shadowkeep, do all the things you want to do. But then if you try to jump on a PC, they would like kick you out of it on PS4 or whatever.
Right.
That'd be totally fine, but allow you to carry that stuff through. Because like people have friends that are split across multiple platforms, and it would be nice to carry that through.
No, I totally agree. I don't know how. What's that one game that's like Destiny?
Warframe.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, like cross-platform stuff, if they even have that at all. But I mean, I see how, if you have it on PlayStation, you just have it on PlayStation, because I think everybody wants their cut of the pie. Like Steam's gonna want their cut of the pie. And if you got it on Steam and didn't get it on PlayStation 4, like they wouldn't be very happy about that.
I forgot about that. The 30%. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
That's true.
What about us? We're not going to let you just play free content,
Yeah.
They'd have to work something out with that. I don't know how that would work out. But
that's fair.
Destiny would be getting gouged by everybody, I think, at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those bounties that you play, are they like, what is the extent, or not the bounty, the dailies? Like what does a typical daily look like?
So like if you go to the Vanguard or Zavala, he has like 4 or 5 daily bounties, and everyone usually has like 2 weekly bounties and a handful of daily bounties. So you can pick all those up. We are hitting the reset now, or I think it was today, a Monday. And so every week, beginning of the reset, you get all your bounties, and like Zavala's is go do strikes and complete, like kill these many people, or do a bunch of arc damage, or or use ultimates, throw grenades on people. And then if you go to the gunsmith, he's like, you're doing weapon calibration, so use shotguns until it's calibrated, and there's a percentage that shows you. So every time you kill somebody, your percentage goes up. And there's just a bunch of stuff like that. I mean, you can go to the Crucible guy, and he'll tell you to go kill some stuff, or complete some missions, or not submission, complete some matches or whatever, and all that. So it's
not
as
much you're going for. It's not like, hey, go play this specific mission and you get your bounty completed. It's like, hey, go and compete in 2 strikes, maybe on Earth, or go and use this type of weapon for X number of kills or X number of time, and then you get an unlock or whatever. Exactly. So you kind of play whatever content you want to play, but use certain types of weapons and certain.
Right. And
different
that's
types
how
of tactics.
they've got this cycle of recycling stuff. It's go play the same content multiple times over the course of the week, but we're going to give you different things of doing it, which is kind of a smart way of doing it, but I think also kind of a cheap way of doing it. I wish there was more to the content. Like, I mean, again, like I said, Destiny is kind of a different beast than a typical MMO. So
have you beat the story yet?
I have not beat the story.
Okay.
Surprisingly,
well,
I've not.
I've heard different things about. I've heard mixed reviews about the ending.
Okay.
Ultimately,
Right.
So I was curious if you had reached that yet, but I kind
Right.
of want to play it with you, and we'll like talk about it or something.
Right. Well, you better hurry up, man.
So
actually,
I know.
I think I'm only like a mission or two away from you, or past you. So,
okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I really haven't gotten deep into the story, which I need to because I think something on. Icor unlocks something, a weekly quest. So if you go and kill Vex, you get this Vex currency, and you could turn it in for. Or as soon as you get so many, you get another legendary, not legendary, and a tier 2 or prime Ingram or something like that. So it's like shit. I need to complete the story, but I just keep getting stuck doing my dailies. It's just easier that way.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have to do everything during the week either. So again, like you can plan out. Like today, I only have like 2 hours, so I'm going to do all the Vanguard dailies. Or in the next day, you do all the Crucible, and then you do the Gunsmith. Well, Gunsmith, I feel like is the neutral. Do whatever you want, and you're going to complete some stuff. And then Ikora has her dailies for the Vex Offensive, and then you got Eris Morn, and she has the dailies for the Moon and stuff. So there's just a lot to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about all that, but I feel like if you jumped in for like 2 hours a day, or even an hour a day, you can do everything in a week before the reset.
Yeah. I play like 4 hours a week.
I know.
So
that's not good.
That's going to be hard.
You're going to
have all that time.
You're going to be light level
available.
750 for a long time. No, I'm kidding.
I know, it's terrible.
I'm kidding.
It's crazy.
Sorry, power level is no longer light level.
Yeah, it's power level.
Power level.
Power level. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Well, that sounds awesome. I will try and play more of that.
Yep.
Probably not this week because I got a shit ton of deadlines I got to deal with. But this weekend. Wednesday, I hopefully can with our stream, but I likely will not get much gameplay in until the weekend. So
I gotcha. Well, I'll be waiting for you because I'll be completing all the stuff.